Hey guys, first in this video I want to compare the specs and features of the newly announced Nokia Lumia Icon versus the newly announced LG G Pro 2. So it will be a intense battle. So first of all, we'll start off with the displays. We get a 5.0 inch display on the Icon versus a 5.9 inch display on the G Pro 2, and of course the G Pro 2 is a phablet. So both displays are 1080p HD displays, and in terms of the PPI we get like 80 more PPI, almost 100 more PPI on the Icon, 441 PPI versus 373 PPI on the G Pro 2, and the screen on the Icon is OLED versus the IPS LCD display on the G Pro 2, which LG usually use for its phone. And also in terms of software, we have the Windows Phone 8 software on the Icon, and definitely this device will be updated to the latest 8.1 when it will be available in mobile version. And also we do get Android 4.4 KitKat, the latest version of the Android, not the latest version actually, but the latest version in LG's world. The LG skin will be on the top. And also in terms of the weight, we get 166 gram of weight on the Icon versus 172 gram of weight on the G Pro 2. And in terms of the dimensions of both devices, we get a 10mm of thickness on the Icon versus a 8.3mm thickness on the G Pro 2. Despite having a bigger screen, despite being a phablet, the G Pro 2 is a lot more slimmer as compared to the Icon. So yes, now I'm going to talk about the under the hood things of the devices. So both devices have Snapdragon 8 processor, basically 4 cores clocked at 2.2 GHz at Adreno 330 GPU. But the difference here, we do get 3 GB of RAM, 1 more gigabyte of RAM on the G Pro 2 versus 2 GB of RAM on the Icon. In terms of the internal memory, we have 32 GB of internal memory, but the difference here, we have no microSD slot option on the Icon versus we have a microSD slot option available on the G Pro 2, just like we get on the LG G2. So, and also in terms of the camera, we get a 20 megapixel camera with the dual LED flash on the Nokia Lumia Icon. Now the camera department is where Nokia is currently dominating, so with their Lumia 1020. So of course we do get a good camera, better camera than the G2 on the G Pro 2, 20 megapixel camera with LED flash. So, and also with single LED flash, of course we do get some other features like autofocus and brush mode and geotagging, HDR and stuff like that, macro mode and night mode. So yes, if you ask me about what is unique, so these devices have optical image stabilization. So of course the Note 3 and the S4 don't have, they will include the optical image stabilization in the S5. So yes, both devices have optical image stabilization, whereas the G Pro 2 has optical image stabilization plus, which is better as compared to the LG G2 as the optical image stabilization we get in the Nexus 5. But I'm not sure about this, if this is the same optical image stabilization plus that is used in the in the G Pro 2 is also used in the Nokia Icon. But of course the optical image stabilization will be better on both devices, will be good, of course will be excellent, and of course Nokia has very good experience in making good cameras. And I'm going to talk about the video recording, and this is where the G Pro 2 beats this device very badly. Okay, we get a 4K video recording on the G Pro 2, whereas we don't get any kind of 4K stuff on the Nokia Lumia Icon. Instead, we get a 1080p HD video recording with 30 frames per second on the Icon, versus also the G Pro 2 can also record a 1080p HD video at 60 frames per second as well as 30 frames per second, and also Lumia Icon cannot record a 1080p HD video at 60 frames per second. And also in terms of the front-facing camera, both have the Icon has 2 megapixel camera, whereas the G Pro 2 has close to 2 megapixel camera, a slightly higher 2.1 megapixel camera, and both can record a full HD 1080p HD video. And also under the hood, I've explained everything. And yeah, battery life. So we have a 2420 mAh battery on the Icon, a big disappointment here, versus a 3200 mAh battery on the G Pro 2. Now why the big disappointment here? Because we have like a 2.2 GHz quad-core processor, 5-inch 1080p HD display, and a lot of high-end stuff going on the device, but they have decided to, you know, put more and more stuff like camera, good camera, more megapixels, but not good battery. So this is where the turning point of this device. On paper, it seems like this device will not have good battery as compared to the good battery life as compared to the G Pro 2 or G2 or the Nexus 5. Sorry, not Nexus 5, because Nexus 5 has also a worse battery than this device, 2300 mAh battery, but like Note 3. So yes, this is on paper, but I'm not sure about the real life performance of this device. You know how the battery life performs in real life tests. So of course, the Lumia Icon was announced on the 12th February 2014, as well as the LG Pro 2 was also announced on 12th February 2014, and both will be available in March on market. So yes, it's not available in market at the moment. So yes, thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe for daily tech videos, more comparison, and I will see you in the next video. And also like this video if you enjoyed, and yes, vote down below for which device to get. Of course, if you are a Windows fan, you're definitely gonna go for the Lumia Icon, but if you are Android phablet fan, you will go for the G Pro 2. But it's good to compare the specs of the two of the newest devices on the market, and yes, totally different software, Android versus Windows. That's one thing to consider. So yes, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.